Hello, lovely world. So there's a lot of things that I miss that I used to do a lot of before this whole, quarantining or social distancing or whatever you want to call it has happened. And I'm going to discuss the most important thing that I miss the most and go into depth of why I miss it. And that is going to the movie theater and seeing movies. Because I love going to see movies, whether it's a crappy film or whether it's a really great film. I still want to go see movies. I mean, my preference of genre of movies is usually horror, action, and thriller, or maybe even a little bit of drama. Throw a little drama in there and some comedies and stuff. But some movies are better than others. Let's just put it that way. And I miss going to the movies and seeing a movie. Now, I know that someday, I don't know when that someday is going to happen. It could be, September, October, November, December, somewhere later on this year, that they will actually, allow us to go back outside and do things again. Or maybe even end of August or beginning of August. Who knows what the governor of California is going to do, or what the world is going to do, and how things are going to calm down eventually. But there are so many movies that I missed out on the opportunity of watching. Like, I could have already seen Mulan by now. I could have seen, the Emma film that was based on a Jane Austen book. There's just so many films that I could have seen that I wanted to see in theaters before this whole thing started. And there are some movies that are supposed to be happening right now that aren't because of this thing. But what I'm trying to get at here is that I miss going to the movie theater. I miss it more than any other thing that I do outside. I miss going to that movie theater and watching a movie. Even if it's a terrible film, I will still go watch it. If it's the greatest film, I will still go watch it. It doesn't matter how good or bad the film is, I will watch it. And I know I can watch it on, Netflix or any other streaming platform that's out there that's put these movies onto their platform. And every single movie's been pushed back that are supposed to be good, like The Quiet Place Part 2, Mulan, Fast and Furious 9, Wonder Woman, Black Widow. I even heard they pushed back Captain Marvel 2 until 2022. So, it's just all these movies got pushed back because of what's happening in the world. And don't get me wrong, I want everyone to stay home and stay safe so that we can beat this thing. There's so many YouTubers who cannot stress this, and I'm not saying YouTubers. There are so many people on this planet, human beings on this planet, that want us to beat this thing. And the ones that stay home and social distance themselves are the smart ones. I'm not saying everyone's, that other than that is dumb. I'm just saying they're not as smart. They could be smart by staying home and letting us beat the curve or destroy the curve of this virus. Because the more you go out there in the real world and cause more problems than should be, I will never go see a movie in theaters again. That's just honest to God truth. And I want to see movies in theaters. That's my bread and butter, is going to see movies. Because I've seen so many movies in my lifetime, whether it's from an early age when I saw kids' movies up until today, whether it's a horror film, whether it's a thriller, whether it's an action adventure, whether it's a comedy, whether it's a drama, whether it's, any other genre of movies. I've probably seen every single genre of movie that you can think of. I've seen indie films. I've seen documentaries. I've seen it all. And maybe not all. I haven't seen any, anime films or anything like that. But I've seen a majority of genres that are out there in the world. I've seen LGBT movies, QAI, whatever it is. And I want to go out there and see movies again and, have fun going to the movie theater and watching these movies. But right now it's not, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to go see movies or go hang out with friends or do any of that stuff for a very long time. And it saddens me because I love, like I said, like hundreds of times in this video, the movies are the most important thing for me because even though they're not, some of them are not, or most of them are not realistic, or most of them aren't, most of them are fiction, but there are some here and there that are based on true stories. And I don't know what's going to happen. They might even push back the Fantastic Beasts 3 film. And that just saddens me even more because I love, the Harry Potter, the Fantastic Beasts universe. I love the Fast and Furious franchise. I love all of these movies that, other people might not like, or other human beings might not like. I like them. And that's just my personal opinion. I want to go back out there someday and watch these movies in theater. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I mean, the last movie I went to see in a theater was Bloodshot. And that was right before they did the lockdown. I mean, literally right before they did the lockdown for the state of California. Or for this county, I should say. And there was, another movie I was looking forward to going seeing, but never got the chance to see it. And it's probably on, DVD by now. Or getting close to DVD, and digital and all that stuff. So, please, I cannot beg you enough. Stay indoors. Stay safe. Wash your hands. So that way we can, flatten this curve of this virus. And we can do things normal again. Like going to the movies like I want to. Or going to lunch with your friends. Or going to dinner with your family. Celebrating your birthday, however you want to celebrate it, whether it's going to a bar, whether it's having lunch with friends, whether it's having lunch or dinner with friends, or having dinner with your family, or going to a different city in the United States, or a different state, or going to another country. Whatever you plan on doing when this whole thing is finally over and we can, go back to work and to doing things that we want to do, stay indoors. That's all I'm asking. I know it's a tall task for some of you because you're on the front lines, whether you're in a hospital or you're the grocery store clerk or you're a pharmacy technician or whatever you are that makes you have to go to work these days. Do that. But don't do anything else. That's all I'm asking. And I know for some of you it's asking a lot, but I want to be able to do the movie stuff again. I want to be able to go hang out with friends again and do what I want to do. So let's flatten this curve together by staying indoors and beating this virus once and for all. So, with that being said, I will see you tomorrow with a brand spanking new vlog. And have a great 2020, whatever you're doing right now indoors, and have the best birthday you can and do it the best way you can at home for right now. If you have a birthday later on this year and the virus is all pretty much done and over with, then go celebrate it. But just don't celebrate it outdoors at all. Stay indoors, do what you gotta do, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.